Hi Sag, this is going to be your reading from August 19th through the 25th. It's good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, or Venus sign of Sagittarius. Keep in mind, as always, this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading, so it won't resonate with everyone that watches. If you'd like a reading to be just for you, you can book a private reading with me. The link to my website to schedule an appointment with me is in the description below. I'm booked up this week, but I do have openings this weekend. Also, Sagittarius, check out my sister channel called Soma, Chandra, Libra. I read for Libra and your sign Sagittarius and sometimes Cancer on that channel every 72 hours. And on that channel, we hyper focus on relationships. But I do Celtic crosses over there. I am going to do a Celtic cross for you here today using my Kim Krantz tarot deck. All right, let's see what comes out for you. At the center of everything for you, the Four of Cups came out. Feeling a little bored, feeling a little stuck. You could be refusing an offer right now that someone's giving you, or there's just something you can't get off of your mind. The Four of Cups speaks to some emotional reevaluation and deep emotional contemplation, but some apathy. Maybe refusing some offers, thinking about a regret, focused a little on the negative right now. And the challenge is the Wheel of Fortune. This is you, Sag. The wheel in the upright is expansion. Just trying to go with the flow. You don't want to repeat any karmic cycles. You want to move towards expansion and abundance. You know you have to focus on the right things for the right reasons so your destiny plays out the way your soul and spirit intends for it to. So maybe you're just feeling a little stuck, wondering what will happen moving forward. At the bottom of the deck, I do have the Ace of Cups, so I know you guys are focused on love. What came out, or at least starting a new cycle in your life that you can pour your heart into. It doesn't necessarily have to be romance. So this could be a cup someone's offering you, or vice versa. What came out of the Illumination Oracle deck was sadness and loss, balancing the situation, accusation, and reliving the past. So I think you are revisiting your past a lot, thinking about some finger pointing that happened between you and another person. While there has been sadness and loss, you also feel the need to try and balance this situation. But I think you keep running into accusations. What your guides are trying to tell you that will help you move forward. Interesting. Surrender to spirit, but surrender to your own power. When I put these two cards together, what I see your guide saying to you is co-create with spirit. Work in tandem with yourself and with the divine. Surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. But at the same time, Sagittarius, I don't think your guides want you to release your own power. Some of you are dealing with a Leo, maybe. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. And you might feel like you need to play it small now to maintain some emotional stability. So your guides are saying, don't play it small. You're a powerful person. Take the lead in your own life, but also know that if you've done everything you can, you have to step into your life and participate fully and not play it small. Go big. The Wheel of Fortune is calling you to do that. Luck is on your side. Something may happen this week by fate or by chance. It is a lucky time, but it might be causing you, the way they're just saying to me now, the way cycles have played out up until this moment are causing you to pause and emotionally reevaluate. And they're telling you don't play it small, but just know that if you've done when you don't play it small and you do everything you can to achieve a goal, just hold still and let the divine do the rest. You do have to co-create. Definitely try to get out of the past and know that accusations don't help. Let's see what comes out for your Celtic cross. You can apply this to any part of your life. Cross watchers, reverse the roles, and I'm reading for you. I have just as many cross watchers as I do Sagittarius, but Spirit, show me Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus of Sagittarius, August 19th through the 25th. What's driving Sagittarius right now? I just saw the Ten of Swords. Oh my gosh. Four of Cups and Four of Swords is what's driving you. So you really need to think about something and take a break. The Tower in reverse. I think at this point, you really can't handle any major disruptions. You seem to be in a place of emotional contemplation and recuperation, thinking a lot about how your fate has played out. For some of you, you're going through a personal awakening or transformation. Some of you are afraid to hit the eject button and tear everything down and rebuild, or you're like, this is stressful. I'm not going to blow my whole life apart over something. There has not been a sudden shift for you, or if there has been, you might be recovering from it. Okay. I don't think you want anything to blow your mind or blow your life right now. What happened in the past and what's happening deep within? The Empress. You could have been dealing with a Libra or a Taurus, a wife, a married woman. That could be you. That could be someone else. The Empress has very high standards. She is the queen of all queens. You got very creative in this situation. You were very grounded, nurturing, or you could have been dealing with a person like that. Eight of Wands, but something frustrated you. Communication might have slowed down. You were cheating yourself in this situation or kidding yourself. The Seven of Swords speaks to getting caught or realizing that you've been cheating yourself, you've been kidding yourself, or perhaps you were not able to be flexible and adaptable and be strategic enough to act upon your own behalf, or someone else was that way with you. This frustrated you. You might have panicked a little bit. Someone was resistant to change. The Eight of Wands often speaks to communication, travel, Cupid's arrow, rapid fire change, but that all slowed down. Perhaps you felt the need to maintain high self-esteem and boundaries in a situation. The Empress is also speaks to quite a level of commitment, getting highly creative in a situation. You might have had to be nurturing to a fault and it just didn't work out the way you wanted. The Hangman is coming out for your advice. What else, Spirit? And the Seven of Pentacles. What they're saying, interesting. They're kind of saying, wait for it. The Hangman is Pisces. We have Scorpio, Libra, Taurus here. This is you. I consider the Wheel of Fortune to be Sagittarius in the upright. Your guides are saying you have to pause and surrender to things that you can't control. Suspend yourself and look at this from a different point of view. And you might see things differently. You might be in some situations that you're not entirely comfortable with, but you put yourself in that situation. They're saying just pause, just breathe. Look at it from a different angle. Don't act out of impulsivity either. The Hangman is not a stagnation. It's where we need a minute to think about something. It brings a moment of enlightenment. And stay in the present moment. The Seven of Pentacles is where we watch a garden grow and we wait. And we know that we have to put a lot of work into something in order for the fruits of our labor to pay off. Usually it's someone that stands there waiting in futility for something to happen. In the traditional Rider-Waite, it's a man resting his chin on the handle of his shovel, just waiting for a garden to bear fruit. But it's very much about investing in yourself and in something in the present moment in order to get maximum results in the future. So your guides are saying, put the work in to yourself first and foremost. Anyone else you deal with should be willing to work on it. You might feel like you're waiting in futility, but ultimately you will make an investment if you put the work in. But you have to pause and let go of some things that you can't control. The Hangman is often about a sacrifice. So I think you're paused and waiting for something. During this time, you might be meant to have that happen. It might be part of your fate and your destiny. I think you want to expand, but your guides are saying you have to wait. You might be avoiding a disaster in some way. Okay. Some of you are like, yeah, I know, Soma, Chandra. Okay, what actions are they taking and what's coming in for them? Four of Pentacles, so many fours. This is a week of gaining stability. So you're holding back, but you're also holding on. Page of Swords, and you're anxious to communicate with someone. You're dying to. The Page of Swords is said to be a little bit of a stalker. I don't always see him that way. He could be spying or whatever. We're curious about something. We are thinking of a new way to communicate, but at the same time, we're defensive until we know more. You're curious, but you seem to be holding back, but holding on a little bit. You're waiting for some kind of expansion to happen, I think. Okay, how does Sagittarius see themselves? You see yourself as the Fool in reverse. Having a hard time taking a leap of faith, eh, Sagittarius? The Fool is Aries, but I often associate it with Sagittarius. I associate the Fool with Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, or Libra. Lighthearted signs, carefree signs. You are the most lighthearted, I think, of the fire signs that I typically find to be passionate and intense. I think you see yourself as not wanting to take a risk because you know if you do, it'll be reckless and foolish. For some of you, this could be about a cycle in your life where you're having a hard time leaving the past behind and having a beginner's mindset, not ready to start a new journey just yet, not without maintaining a sense of stability. You might need more information. You might be waiting to see how this crop comes up. Okay, how else does Sagittarius see themselves? Three of Swords, I see. You're recovering from something. You see yourself as brokenhearted. For some of you, this Three of Swords is the COVID virus. The Three of Swords is a triangle. It can be communicable disease. It can be a love triangle or a triangulation. It's where two parts of ourselves are separated by something. You might feel very intertwined to someone else as well, like an entanglement, but this is a self-entanglement. So you see yourself, oh gosh, I hope you guys aren't saying to yourself, I didn't let the tower fall. I didn't have the awakening I was meant to. And I feel foolish and reckless and brokenhearted. You win some, you lose some. I think it's making you smarter if that's the case. And I think it's bringing enlightenment and helping you stay in the present, if I had to guess. If you're the Empress, don't let go of that. The Empress lowers her standards for no one. No. You might have been, if you were the Empress Sagittarius, you might have been so nurturing and loving and giving and stayed in a position of power even, or in a commitment of some kind that it began to frustrate you, maybe even made you question your sense of identity. This has hurt you. I think because you've been hurt up until now, you're afraid to take a risk. Okay. Dang, you guys are intense today, but I like the way you're handling it. It's okay to take a conservative approach and say, normally the Four of Pentacles is a man clutching all of his pentacles and he almost looks constipated. It's like, nope, I do not have a pentacle for you. In this deck, there's this, equilibrium here, these figure eights, really wanting stability, holding back until you know more. But for some of you, you're holding on to something and restricting your heart chakra. You're curious to communicate with someone, but you're a little defensive. You're open to it. I see this more about maintaining emotional stability, the stability of your pentacles, your emotions, your time, your resources, and you seem to need to think about something that's stressing you out. Interesting. Don't fight any sudden awakenings. If shit blew apart and someone or you got caught doing something, you've caught yourself cheating yourself, you've caught someone else cheating you, let that tower fall. Luck is on your side. It's part of the divine's plan. Just let it play out. You focus on the right things for the right reasons. It will work out the way it's supposed to. Show me the energy around you. How does this person see themselves? They see themselves as the Queen of Cups in reverse. This could be a water sign, but not necessarily. This person is struggling to create an environment that's emotionally intuitive and mature and stable. They could be going through something and they're really in their feelings. This person might experience codependency. They're not able to provide a cup of love for anyone else but themselves. They could be going through a divorce, or they are not giving their cup to you. They're not going to pour it on to you. They might not accept yours. They're pretty in their feelings. How do they feel about Sagittarius? Or they're rejecting a water sign. Eight of Cups. Well, they're walking away from their past. Judgment. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Not necessarily, or a Libra. It's Judgment Day. They're at a real crossroads. They learned a major lesson. They have a major choice to make. What is the choice they're making? What do they want to do with Sagittarius? What does this person want to do further with Sagittarius? Eight of Swords. They are trapped in their head. They have a lot of negative thoughts surrounding this situation. Okay. Give them space. They have a choice to make with you. They've learned a major lesson. They're very close to completing a cycle of ascension. Judgment Day looks nice in this deck. They want to feel freedom. They're not ignoring the inner calling with you. They feel as though they need to walk away from either you or something else in their life. And they're experiencing some emotional instability, or they're dealing with a person that is. They seem to feel trapped in the situation. Okay, how does Sagittarius feel? Six of Pentacles in reverse. Well, at this point, you're only going to take care of yourself. The Six of Pentacles in reverse is where we realize we have to take care of ourselves. We can't be giving. We can't be generous. There's not been enough equal give and take in a relationship. You might be feeling like you were too giving, or you gave with strings attached. You might have felt gullible. For some of you, you feel as though you have some sort of an unpaid debt with someone, or something has been one-sided. Watch for spending. Issues with spending and resources. I think you can't give to anybody else but yourself right now. Or you just need to receive. Or maybe someone else around you was that way with you, and you're like, nope, if you can't balance it out with me, it's a no-go. That might be the accusations. This might have been a wife. You could have been the wife, someone else. That could be that Empress could be an ex even. Or again, just being in a situation that frustrated the shit out of you because you really were as creative and grounded and giving as possible. But it frustrated the shit out of you, and I think you realized you were cheating yourself. Somebody could have been caught in a lie, though. Okay. Or just wasn't able to be flexible or adaptable in the situation. I think you are on the right path. The trick is staying on the right path. That's the challenge, is focusing on the right things for the right reasons, allowing karma and fate and destiny to play out in a way that makes you feel comfortable and is supported by the divine. Okay, what's the final outcome this week if they stay on present course? The Six of Cups. You miss someone. You are recalling the past. Or the Six of Cups is a playfulness and just wanting some joy and innocence and sweetness. It's a childlike feeling. It's an innocent, joyful feeling. In a relationship, it's just sweet, casual, innocent fun, a sweet little exchange, but you're recalling something. Not haunted by the past, recalling it fondly, thinking about your past. The challenge is staying on the wheel and moving forward. Yeah. What's at the bottom of the deck? I've got the King of Cups in reverse too. So I've got a King and Queen of Cups here. Both of these cards could be you. This could be your response to the environment as well, Sagittarius, where you've had to walk away from something that's really trapped you in negative thoughts, and it put you in a place of emotional self-care and healing, facing any codependency you've had or pain, and you know it's Judgment Day. I believe that you're on the right path, though. Try to stop reliving the past, because it's not always good for you. I think you're recalling accusations. Maybe you're thinking about past situations where there were accusations. Yes, it's bringing up sadness and loss, but ultimately I think it will help you balance the situation moving forward. Someone might also, you could be trying to balance out a situation and acknowledge your pain, and someone's doing deflect and project, and it's making you relive the past. Don't be coaxed into fond memories keeping you from moving forward. This is why the wheel is the challenge. Not repeating karmic cycles, not repeating lessons you've already learned, getting out of your South Node and getting into your North Node. Google that, South Node living versus North Node living. Yeah, the challenge is staying focused and staying in the present moment and just releasing. Just remember to surrender to spirit. Make sure you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, and then just let the situation unfold, because you can't control anybody but yourself, and spirit can only do so much. And surrender to your full power. Don't be afraid to stand up to a challenge. Don't be afraid to face a person or a situation that might be making you nervous with strength of character. It's okay to get all the facts, though, and hold back until you do, because I can see that you're afraid to take a risk. And I can see that you are feeling somewhat hurt. Yeah. Okay, Sag, so that's your reading for the 19th through the 25th. I hope it resonates with you, and I hope it helps you. Truly, I do. Book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. Don't forget to check out my other channel called Soma, Chandra, Libra, where I do love messages for you guys and deep oracle messages every 72 hours. My North Node's in Sagittarius and my Jupiter and Neptune are in Sag. You're one of my favorite signs, and I love reading for you. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.